Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Darren and let me introduce to you our ball fitting specialist, Joe Chilcott. Say hi.
Hi everyone.
So ball fitting, what is it about? Titleist has covered all the fittings that's available. For any golfer that wants to elevate their golf game, we need to get our clubs fitted. So Titleist has wedge fitting, putter fitting, irons and woods and driver. And now they've availed ball fitting. So Joe, what is ball fitting about?
Yeah, thanks Darren. Well, ball fitting is arguably the most important part of your game as well, because the golf ball is the only piece of equipment that you use on every single shot. So getting the right golf ball that fits you is really important. Now in our line we have a bunch of different options with flight, feel and spin preferences, and one type of golf ball is actually going to benefit a particular type of golfer as well. So if you need a little bit more launch in your game, if you need less launch in your game, more spin, there's a bunch of different options that can help you there, and that's what we're going to hopefully find out today.
Okay, so I'm going to go through the ball fitting, and I know that we have to pay for the other fittings in the National Fitting Centre. What about the ball fitting?
At the moment, since we're just launching it, ball fitting is free of charge. Free of charge at the moment.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we're just launching it in Southeast Asia. So for now, the golf ball fitting is free of charge. Free of charge.
So Joe, before we begin, I understand that there is an interview process before we start off with the actual hitting balls proper.
Exactly. So the first thing we want to do when we start a golf ball fitting is have a conversation with the golfer to learn about their games, learn where they're strong, learn where they're weak, maybe learn where we can actually help them, right? So, you know, particular parts of their game, a particular golf ball might actually suit them better, and knowing that golfer's game and having that knowledge going into a fitting is really important. So after we have that conversation, then we start from the green, work our way back and make some determinations from there.
Wow, cool. So what do you want to ask me?
Okay, let's start off. So what type of golf ball are you using right now?
I'm using the Pro V1X.
Pro V1X, very good, very good. Okay, so and with your game at the moment, where do you think is the strongest part of your game?
I would say my short game.
Short game?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so around the green's quite strong. Okay, what about, where's a part of your game that maybe isn't so strong at the moment that could maybe do with a little bit of improvement?
Definitely distance off the tee.
Distance off the tee, okay.
And
cool.
I would like a higher ball flight maybe with my longer irons.
Okay, so higher ball flight, longer irons, a little bit of distance off the tee, very good. So out of this golf ball fitting session, if we can find a product that maybe goes a little bit further and also holds up in the air on those longer shots for you, we'll be winning. So you want to also maintain that short game control around the green, because that's obviously where you're strong. Yeah. So let's keep the strengths and maybe try and work on those weaknesses and put a product in your hands that's going to help you with both.
Well, if you have that product, take my money, I'll give it to you right now.
Very good.
So let's begin.
Let's do it.
Ball fitting process, we always begin around the green first before we move all the way back towards the tee box. So right now, Joe is going to let me hit 4 different types of golf balls. We've got AVX, which is the lowest spin, and then we move up to Pro V1, and then Pro V1X, and then we've got a fourth special ball. It's called Pro V1X Left Dash. You will need a special profile before you can unlock this ball, and Joe will explain it to us in detail when I come to test that ball. So Joe, what's the first ball I'm going to test now?
All right, so we're going to hit some AVX. So as you said, this is the softest, lowest launching, lowest spinning golf ball that we have. So softest in terms of how it compresses, how it feels for most players. So, you know, it feels very different, very unique. So that's why we always get players to test that golf ball, see what they like, and then move on from there.
Okay, so I've got a 50 degree with my Vokey Wedge SM8s, and this has a 12 degree bounce. Let's see if I can chip this in on my first try. Oh, that felt soft. Good. So AVX feels soft.
Not bad. All right.
Okay.
So let's move on to Pro V1 now.
All right. So now I'm going to hit the Pro V1, and what I'm doing here is I'm using my 50 degree to hit a chip and run. And generally I use a toe chip technique where I raise the shaft up and hit them closer towards the toe. within that.
That's okay.
So Joe, what happens if I chip horribly? I hit it bad.
Yeah, so the great thing about golf ball fitting, it's a little bit different to club fitting as well, right? So that golf ball, whether you make a good swing or bad swing, so it's not going to affect what type of golf ball we hit in. When you hit a great shot, when you hit those good shots, we want you to be rewarded, right? So at the end of the day, once we get the right data, the right flight, the right spin, the right feel for you, when you make that good shot, that golf ball's going to be right. So if you do make a poor shot during the golf ball fitting, not to worry, we can just delete it, move on, make sure we get those good strikes so we can get the proper data so you get rewarded when you hit the good ones.
So we only count the good ones lah.
That's right, that's right.
Okay, I like. Then if I hit a bad one, I have to find a coach.
I think I know a good coach. Works at Tanamera. All right, one last one for us on Pro V1.
So the Pro V1 is soft as well, just like the AVX.
Nice little line you got there. Cool.
Yep.
Okay, now we're going to move on to Pro V1X.
Pro V1X, okay. So I think I'm going to aim a bit more left.
Ooh, getting closer.
Okay.
Like it.
So Pro V1X feels a bit harder. It has a clicky sound. I actually like this feel more. I'm not a big fan of the soft ones. That's in the hole.
Ooh, good effort.
So,
one more.
What do you think? Do you like the soft feel or do you guys like the harder feel? Let me know down in the comments.
Nice. Yeah, so the Pro V1X, it is definitely a firmer feeling golf ball. So it's still very soft in terms of what a golf ball is. It's not, it's not like a rock or anything like that. It's still a soft golf ball. Just compared to an AVX or a Pro V1, yes, it is feeling a little bit firmer, absolutely.
Okay. And what am I hitting now,
So
Joe?
now you're hitting the Pro V1X left dash. So as you mentioned before, this golf ball is not available on the shelf. This golf ball does need to fit a specific type of profile for a player. So when you do come down and see us and have a golf ball fitting, if we deem that your style of play is actually going to benefit, you're going to benefit from a Pro V1X left dash, then we can actually create an environment where we can actually get you to purchase that golf ball. But for now, it is very much a custom product only, not available on the shelf.
Okay, so if I fit the profile for the left dash, I get it directly from Titleist?
No, not necessarily. So whoever you buy your golf balls from, we can set it up that way. So let's say if you get it from the shop here at Tanamera, that's fine. We can work with that shop and get the golf balls to them and they can on-sell them to you.
Okay, so I just buy from the dealer that I work with?
Exactly, correct.
Excellent. Okay, left dash. Let's see how this feels like. It feels like Pro V1X.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a very similar golf ball. It has a bit of a nuance in terms of the spin, but we can actually have a look at that later on. Nice one, nice one.
I can hear the wow.
So Pro V1X left dash was a tour product only for a while, but the popularity on tour made us bring it to market. But again, yeah, nuanced in terms of its performance. So yeah, it's very much a custom product only. Still.
Okay. Right now, I'm leaning towards the Pro V1X or the left dash because I like that feel. So shall we move on to the next stage?
Yeah, next stage. Let's do it.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you for watching the video so far. I know it's a bit long, but please be patient and I'm sure you'll benefit from a golf ball fitting as it's really the only piece of equipment that you use the entire round. And if you find the right ball that's for you, you may hit the ball closer and even hit it longer. The winner for last week's video are Dennis Chua, Wilson and Terence D'Souza. I shot 14 over after 18 holes. So I'll see you guys on June the 10th at 8 p.m. We'll play 18 holes on the simulator. And for those that have joined and also are interested to come and join myself and the other guys to have a round, Golf Wave has actually extended 20% discount. So I invite all of you guys to come over and play golf and then we can play together as well. Drinks on me. Okay? So I'll see you guys. Thank you very much and on with the video. Okay, now we're back to stage 2 of this ball fitting process and I'm going to hit a pitch shot. I would say I'm about 15-20 meters from the pin. I've got my lob wedge. It's a 58 degree with a 10 degree bounce. So Joe, what are we going through here now? Is it the same with the fields?
Yeah, same sort of process. So now we're hitting that golf ball a little bit firmer, throwing it onto the green, maybe seeing a little bit more green reaction when that golf ball comes in, and just seeing what it's like, what it feels like, and how it's reacting for you.
Okay. So I'm going with the AVX first.
Cool. AVX first.
Oh, that spun really quick.
Nice one. Yeah. So all these golf balls have a cast urethane cover on them, so all are going to be, relatively great around the green. Some better than others for sure in terms of that Pro V1, Pro V1X, and the left dash. Very good. Very good. Okay, so let's move on to the Pro V1.
So AVX feels soft, and when the ball landed on the green, it bit really quick.
Right.
I quite like that spin.
Yeah, yeah.
So right now we've got Pro V1.
Pro V1.
So Pro V1 has the same soft feel, and let's see how the ball reacts on the green.
Cool.
Oh, that spun really quick too.
Very good. Nice control. Very good. Just
Wow.
give me one more, please.
Okay.
Excellent. So like that conversation we had before, why is it important to work from the green backwards, right? If your shot's exactly like this, so these golf balls, you have great control, you can stop, you can spin that to that pin. If you have a golf ball that doesn't have that control, doesn't spin, that's going to be a very, very tough pin to get to, right?
Mm-hmm.
So having a golf ball that once you do hit that nice, you nip it quite well, it's going to stop reacting, you control it, so you can control your distance to that short of that pin, which is nice. So, okay, let's move on to the Pro V1X for these next few shots.
Okay, so I got Pro V1X. So this is going to feel a bit different from the first two balls. Let's see how it reacts. Oh wow, they're really quick too.
Drop and start, love it.
Yeah. I hit that slightly behind.
Slightly behind.
Yeah,
Still
but that
pretty
worked out
good.
fine.
Still pretty good. Okay, just give me one more there. Cool.
Oh, I like that.
Very good. So a little bit firmer feeling, right? Still some great control there.
Mm-hmm.
So all right, now let's move on to some left dash here. So let's see what sort of control we can get with this golf ball. Okay.
Hit that shot.
A little bit short. That's okay. Golf ball fitting, so we can just move on. Make sure we get some good strikes there.
Okay, try. It's going to
Nice.
spin.
Nice
Whoa,
one. Nice
I like
one.
that.
Nice one. Bang. Left dash again, mate.
Oh, that's the... I like the left dash because it produces results. Alright guys, so now we are on to the third stage where I'm going to hit a 45-50 meter shot towards the pin. And now we've got the TrackMan out. I think there's going to be some data. So Joe, do you mind explaining to us why we have this out?
Yeah, exactly. So when we get to this part of the fitting as well and further back, we can actually have a look at some data in terms of spin numbers, in terms of landing angle, a little bit of consistency as well. So we want to make sure that that golf ball, particularly in these sort of situations, is spinning enough when it comes in, and also that landing angle is where it should be as well. So every player is going to have a different way to play this shot, and it's about finding that golf ball that's going to be the most suitable for their game in these sort of situations.
Okay, so let's do it.
Let's do it.
I've got a 58 degree. It's my lob wedge. I normally use this club to hit these distances when the pin is in front.
Cool.
I hit that fat,
That's okay. We can delete that, move it on.
but not bad on the result.
Not bad, not bad. Cool, good strike.
Up.
Little shot.
Yep, hit it.
Nice. Excellent. Very good.
Okay, so now moving on to the third ball, which is Pro V1X.
For everyone X.
Okay. So remember to clean your grooves. You want fresh grooves so that you get accurate data when you hit all the balls.
Ooh, nice one.
Wow, fun a lot.
Cool.
Cinder.
So, a little thin to win.
Ooh la la.
Good shot. Nice. Contact we like.
Oh, this is an.
Oh, tremendous
Wow.
effort. Love it. Cool.
So we're done with stage 3, and my verdict so far is I like the Pro V1 left dash. I like the feel when it goes through the wedge, and I think the performance of the ball was pretty good as well.
Yeah.
But we'll see the data later
Yeah,
on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, guys. So now we've moved on to the next stage, which is hitting the full pitching wedge into the green. And what are we actually trying to achieve here, Joe?
Okay, so when we're hitting these full pitching wedges, we're looking at a couple of things again. We're looking at the amount of spin that's coming into the green, and we're also looking at the descent angle. So making sure we're coming in at an attacking angle so we can stop that golf ball as close to the pin as possible.
So we're looking at how the ball reacts when it lands on the green.
Exactly.
Okay. And ultimately, we want something that drops and stop.
Drops and stops.
Spin back.
Spin back, maybe not too much spin back, so we got to
Okay.
keep within certain windows to make sure it's going to be a golf ball that you can control on each different shot.
Okay, let's go. Okay guys, so we've come to the final part of the ball testing, and it's down to the driver. I'm hoping that I can find a ball that's suitable so that I can hit it longer. Why not, right? If we can get a ball that we can hit it longer, take my money.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So, as we talked about before, each different golf ball is going to suit different players, right? So yes, we're looking for a longer golf ball for you. All Titleist golf balls are long, but one particular model might be longer for you, but it mightn't be longer for someone else. So that's why it's really important to get the data, get someone to have a look at it, to make sure we're in the right product for the right player.
So I understand that because the AVX has a lower spin, I have students or friends that hits it really high, and then when they had the AVX in the hand, when they hit it, it flies a bit lower and it's longer.
Yeah, that's correct. So AVX being that lowest flying, lowest launching, lowest spinning product, someone that hits it really high or maybe a lot of spin, AVX could potentially benefit that player. Conversely, if it's someone that hits it really low, they're struggling to keep the golf ball in the air, something like a Pro V1X would actually help them. So, you know, different players, different situations, different strikes is going to be a different golf ball that's going to suit them.
Okay, so
All
let's
right,
start.
Let's do it.
I just want to let you know that I've been struggling with my driver lately, and please bear with me.
No problem.
But we'll still see the ball data and see which is the best one.
Exactly.
With
and
the current swing that I have.
We will, and we'll make sure we get some good strikes. So no pressure. We'll keep going. Make sure we get some good strikes. Get the proper data, so we know what golf ball is going to be right when we do hit it well, and we get rewarded for that shot.
Okay.
Let's do it. So first up, AVX.
AVX. Okay. And the ball comes out a bit lower. Almost as if the ball is diving down for me.
A little bit on that one. You do see that, particularly on that shot.
Okay, so now hitting Pro V1s.
Yep.
I just generally like to tee my ball a bit higher.
Okay. Yes, Darren. Good drive.
Thank you.
Cool. Okay.
Pro V1X.
Pro V1X.
This is the one that I use.
This is Darren's current golf ball. Yes. Cool. Cool, man.
That was good. Okay, now I'm gonna go with left dash, the last ball. I can tell you this is longer just by the feel of it.
Well, you would be right.
I'll be right?
You'd be correct.
Just by hitting it off the face and see the ball fly, I can already tell that it's longer.
For you, it's fitting in that nice little window at the moment.
Okay.
So that's only one, but
Let's see, a
cool
few more.
start. Wow.
Bombs away! Now that's long.
It is. Some high launch right there.
If any case, we would always want a ball that flies high with low spin.
Exactly. So guys on the PGA Tour, they hit all their drivers, a lot of them do anyway, the better drivers of the ball hit it high with low spin. And as they come down to their wedges, they actually hit their wedges low with a lot of spin. So controlling that ball flight, and also when you're on the tee, getting the maximum out of that golf ball as well.
Thank you for staying tuned and hanging around so far. I've already completed the ball fitting session and go through all the processes that we need to find out the right ball for my golf game. So, Joe, what did you find out about my game? What kind of golf ball is suitable for me?
Okay, so if we go back to the conversation that we had at the start of the fitting, what we wanted to achieve, where we're strong and where we're weak. Okay, so we wanted to maybe hit that driver a little bit further, get a little bit further out there, but our strength is also around the green, so we want to maintain that short game control. Okay, so as we saw going from the green backwards, you have a very solid technique from the chip shots, from the pitches, wedges, so all those golf balls still remained in play for you, which is cool. When we got to the 7-irons, that's when we started to see a little bit of difference. We saw maybe the AVX didn't quite have as much spin or the launch needed to sort of stop and hold those golf balls on the green for you, for your particular style of game. So the Pro V1, Pro V1X and left dash is sort of a better option at the moment for the 7-irons. To the driver, we saw something really, really cool. So as we saw with the AVX, it probably just didn't have enough spin to hold that golf ball up in the air for you, for your particular style of play. You are a low spinner of the golf ball off the tee. So AVX is just ducking out of the sky. So we sort of can put that one aside for you.
So AVX is?
AVX is out for you,
Okay.
for you at the moment with your style. So Pro V1 got a little bit better for sure. So it launched a little bit higher, spun a little bit more, which is good. So we saw it go out a little bit further. The confidence sort of came back with the driver because the AVX, we sort of started seeing you trying to lift that golf ball up in the air, which we don't want to do. We want to fit the golf ball for the golfer's game. So Pro V1X again a little bit better again. There was a little bit more spin on that golf ball to hold it up in the air, still going a long way. Launch looked really good. But for yourself, when we went to the left dash, just because of how you like to launch that golf ball, which again, with that golf ball was actually quite high, and that little bit of less spin than a Pro V1X put you in a really cool window and got you out there some of those longer drives as well. So a really nice average in terms of those shots we collected in the low 2000s of spin. Really nice launch angle and landing angle coming in is in the parameters that we want to see. So, overall, when we're looking at a goal for the session, definitely got a longer golf ball. We're still going to maintain control around the green, which is crucial, which is really what we want. So for yourself, you fit in that left dash window, which is really exciting. Yeah.
So what's my average carry for the AVX? Do you have that data?
Okay, average carry for AVX.
So remember, guys, when you go for the fitting, all these data are available for you as well. So you can have a look at them and understand maybe your swing or the golf ball that you're using much better. So let's go with AVX. What do I have?
Okay, so if we're just looking at driver, because we're looking at carry,
Yes.
the AVX average carry was 231. Again, we're trying to get that golf ball up in the air. It's just dying out of the sky for us. When we went to Pro V1, it got up to 240, which is better for sure.
Yeah.
Pro V1X was 242, so again a little bit better. But then when we get to left dash, because it just hit through that better window, it just took a little bit of that spin off for us. We got to 250.6 carry on average, which is excellent. So
from my Pro V1X, I went for 242 carry. And when I changed to the left dash, I jumped to 250.
That was, and the reason for that was really just where that spin sat as well. So, it was that nuance of spin. With Pro V1X maybe spinning a little bit too much on those longer shots. It was like that hose. We had the hose and it just started coming back at us a little bit.
Yes,
so with less dash, it really put us through that optimal window for you.
Wow, that was awesome. So just my feel and my thoughts going through the ball fitting. I think when I did the feel earlier on, I just felt that the ball was soft and there's one a bit kickier, but I kind of like that feel. And then we didn't see any difference in terms of spin until when we reached the 7-iron. And then it was really obvious when I reached the driver. That distance with the left dash was just too large to ignore. Thank you very much, Joe.
No worries. Nice shirt today, by the way.
Yeah, Joe. We actually didn't coordinate this one. I kind of like the bubblegum ones. So guys, thank you very much for tuning in. If you like more of this kind of videos, please like and subscribe and share with your friends. You can go to the link down below in the description section to book your ball fitting. Make sure to do it now because it's going to get filled out really quick. May the course be with you, and I'll see you guys next week.